What's going on, everybody? Welcome on back into another broadcast of Play by Play with Jay. These graphics here really quickly. Okay, there we go. I'm Jason Joseph. What's going on, guys? I hope you're all doing well. If you're new to my channel, make sure you like, make sure you subscribe, hit the notification bell too. You guys know the drill. You guys know what we do here. We're going to be doing some play-by-play of some 76ers basketball tonight as they take on the New Orleans Pelicans. And really, really excited to see what's to come here. Hello. Why is this now I can't even see the chat. That is a little bit weird. All right, so let me I guess I have to log in and I have to do that. But what was I gonna say? Yeah, so Zion and CJ McCollum, man. That's they've been playing very, very well as of lately. And the Sixers, they're gonna really have to try to defend home court here. It'll be something that is gonna be it's gonna be a tall task for them, for sure. So let me pull up the live stream really quickly. They should, guys. Comment down below in the chat. Actually, let me click. Okay. Verify. There we go. All right, now I can see you guys. All right, cool. My mom was really happy because I got her a Wawa smoothie today, and that like really made her day. And I got myself a whatchamacallit, a cappuccino. So that was really good. 76ers live stream. There we go. Nice. Nice. Hello and welcome on into my channel. I hope you're all doing well, and I hope you guys had a great Monday. I know it's like the day after New Year's, so some people like go back to work, and it's like really tough because like when you go back to work and you're like partying like all night and like that type of a thing, it can be a little bit tough mentally and physically speaking. So I hope that you're all doing well, and I hope that you guys had a good day today. And if not, well, this is what we're gonna do. We're coming on here to relax. We're gonna have some fun here. Hopefully, the Sixers will help us relax. All right, so now we have the stream. Let's mute this. Alrighty, good. Very, very good. And I got all my notes here. I'm gonna show you guys. Okay, so this is like what I do for all of my notes. I don't know why this. Oh, there it is. Okay, so I have like this like little system here. I don't know if you guys can see it, but it's like all the players, everything is color coded. I have like a free throw percentage. What else? I got points per game. I actually have this on double sided. So here's points per game. Here is field goals. I believe it's a little bit hard to read this backwards, but you get the gist of it. So I do that for every team, every player is color coded because it's like, okay, so this person right here is a starter. So I have Zion Williamson in dark blue. CJ McCollum is also in dark blue. And like in purple here is the second unit, like everybody that's on the second unit for that team. So I just keep that like organized, and I found a system that actually works pretty well for me for basketball. I'm still trying to find one for football that's a little bit more complex because you have the offense and then you have the defense, and like the stats for those types of things, they don't intertwine. It's easy for basketball, it's easier for baseball and for hockey, but you only have one quarterback in football that's like going to pass the ball unless they're a backup, right? You only have 3 wide receivers. Not everybody on the team is a wide receiver. So, but yeah, that's how I organize my things. And I have my rosters right here. Where is it? Nope, that's not the right one. I just had a roster. Here we go. Yeah, so here's a roster right here, and here's a depth chart as well that I put down below. If I get rid of the glare here, I think that'll be better for you guys to see. There we go. So that's what I do. That's really what I do. And I put everybody's jersey number next to each other, so that way it's easy for me to spot things. Yeah, so I just wanted to give you guys an idea of like what I do before or as I'm preparing for a broadcast, because it's a lot of work, and sometimes you don't even use all of your notes. I really should have made a spotting board. We have some. Okay, yeah, we had some issues with connecting to one of the streams. All right, so the starting lineups are out. So for the 76ers, they will be having Tobias Harris, PJ Tucker, Joel Embiid, DeAnthony Melton, and James Harden in their starting five. Meanwhile, for the New Orleans Pelicans, they got Trey Murphy, Zion Williamson, Jonas Valanciunas, Herb Jones, and CJ McCollum. And McCollum and Zion Williamson destroyed the 76ers in their very last game that they played. The Pelicans ended up coming out victorious as they scored 132 points. And the Sixers, well, they put up 121, but they just could not play solid defense. All righty, so we're just about ready to get started at the Wells Fargo Center. Again, if you're new to my channel, make sure you like, make sure you subscribe. If you like listening to me do play-by-play, if you like listening to me ramble and talk, this is the place to be. Yeah. On the NBC Sports, like Keys to the Game, so they have their two things as contest shots and also clog the lane, which I guess I can kind of agree to. Alrighty, so we're just about ready to get started. And the starting five for both teams are out there on the hardwood. The 76ers wearing their dark blue and white home uniforms. And the Pelicans are in their white and black jerseys. I don't know why I said the uniforms. It's not baseball. Alrighty, so the ref is at the center circle, and we're just about ready to do tip-off. It's Embiid and Valanciunas, and Valanciunas ends up winning the tip-off. Valanciunas this year has been doing a really good job for the Pelicans, especially in the rebounding department, who actually leads the team in rebounds. Zion Williamson will take it to the cup himself, and the Pelicans strike first as they're up 2-0. And he ended up going to the cup, and he drove it into the lane with the left hand. So Pelicans up 2-0. 76ers did win their last game against Oklahoma City Thunder on Saturday. Embiid goes up with a floater the first time, no good. Second time with a follow-up, that's up and in. So Joel Embiid strikes back, 1 for 2 on the game so far shooting-wise. Here's Williamson again, getting around the screen, now passes it, and it's going to go away out of bounds, as the intended receiver was supposed to be Herb Jones. Herb Jones was actually on the near corner, and he just could not find a way to catch the basketball. Harden is going to hand it off, and now he gets the ball back, and will pass it to Tobias Harris, who's on the near wing. 10 seconds on the shot clock. We're just about a minute underway in the first quarter. Embiid back outside the Melton. The pass was almost wide. 4 seconds to go on the shot clock. Embiid for three. It's up and in. Joel Embiid putting the 76ers up by 3 as he hit that one from the far wing. Embiid this season making 27 threes. And he's shooting about 36% from 3. Here's Jones, who will go up with the layup. He actually faked out a defender and then got right past Embiid on that left elbow, and he just had the underhanded finish. And it's foul. It's now 5-4. Sixers with a little bit less than 2 minutes underway. They've been playing very, very well as of lately. Embiid goes up with that jump shot on the left elbow. It's up and in. It was actually contested by Jonas Valanciunas, who had a hand right in his face, and Embiid was like, no big deal. Williamson being guarded by PJ Tucker. Bounce pass back outside to Jones. Jones will take it to the cup, and now he goes around the timeline, passes it back out to Williamson. 5 seconds on the shot clock. Here's McCollum here. There's a floater that goes up, and that's no good. Trey Murphy actually went up with that shot that time. James Harden with the behind-the-back pass to Embiid, who throws it down. And Joel Embiid has scored 7 straight points for the Philadelphia 76ers. It's now 7-4. Are they going to wave the shot off? Oh, man. Are they going to say that he traveled? 1, 2, 3. Yep, they're going to call it a travel, so don't count the bucket. It's now 7-4. Doc Rivers not happy with the call, and there's another turnover. The first turnover on the day for the Sixers. I was going to say another turnover by Embiid, though, on the other end, gets a steal off of a bad pass by Zion Williamson. Back out to Milton for three. It's up and in. And the Sixers are up 10-4. Great assist by Joel Embiid. And with 9:22 left to go in the first quarter, timeout is called by Willie Green and the New Orleans Pelicans. So far so good. I think that this is like a really good system that I have organized. I was going to show you like right here. Okay. I have to take the glare off. So I have every player here. I have their roster numbers and whatever, and then I have some other information: their weight, their where they went to college, and that type of a thing. And then the depth chart that I have down here. Again, I know that there's a glare. The depth chart is basically the starting unit, the second unit, and then the third unit. So, but yeah. So I wanted to just show you guys because I thought it would be really interesting. So, but yeah, if you're new to the channel, first of all, welcome on in to Play by Play with JJ. I'm Jason Joseph. I appreciate all the love and the support. We're covering 76ers basketball tonight. If you're new to the channel, make sure you like, make sure you subscribe, hit the bell icon too. And do what you got to do. Take care of business here. I do have to open. I did say that I have to find it. I'll probably find it during halftime, but I have to find. I said that as we begin the new year, my sister got me this really, really cool gift about you pull off the days of the calendar and you read a fun sports fact of the day, and that's what I'm gonna do. I'll probably do it around in the second half. We also have our top 5 too, so be sure to look out for that in the second half too. Comment down below if you guys want to chat or chit-chat about the 76ers game. So far, I think that they're on a very good pace, and they've been, making all their shots, and they're also just passing the ball around a lot. That was something that they really struggled with the last time that they faced against the Pelicans, and even though they were able to put up 121 points, well, they could have done a little bit of a better job, especially in the turnover department. There were way too many turnovers, so... but yeah. Okay. What are they doing? They're good times play. Yeah, that's what they're doing. All right, cool. So Embiid on the day with 5 points, and just like that, my stream froze. Oh, nope, it didn't. Okay, there it is. Yep, it's back. Okay. Ay. Sometimes it's just it just acts like this for some reason. I don't know why. Welcome back on into 76ers basketball as the Sixers are up 10-4, and D'Anthony Melton made a big-time three-pointer off of Joel Embiid assist as he got a steal on the other end. So the Sixers now are up by 6. CJ McCollum in the game, as well as Herb Jones. Jones, with 5 seconds on the shot clock, puts up a baby floater and takes it up. And it's up and in. So Tobias Harris couldn't stop that one, and it's now 10-6. Sixers up by 4, and we're 3 minutes first quarter. We got started at 7:10 p.m. Eastern Time. Tobias Harris with the pick and roll goes up with the floater, and it's up and in. That wasn't really a floater. That was really more of a mid-range jump shot that he hit from the left elbow, but he knocked it down, and the Sixers have doubled their lead, and they're up 12-6. McCollum on the near corner, bounce pass outside to Valanciunas, who doesn't necessarily take a whole lot of threes, and he was left wide open, but he knocked it down. Oh, man, 12-9 now is the score, and Valanciunas made that one, and now it's back to a 3-point lead for the Sixers. Harden at the top of the key is trying to dribble it past his defender. Harden will take it to the cup himself, 5 seconds on the shot clock. Whistles remain silent, and the rebound goes to Zion Williamson. 8 minutes. Williamson working very quickly here. Wide open. CJ McCollum for 3 to tie the game. Yes. And the New Orleans Pelicans are now on a 7-2 run, or an 8-2 run, that is, excuse me. Both teams have made both of their threes, and Embiid tried to hand it off, and the ball got stolen away, but it ended up going out of bounds, and the Sixers, I believe, will be getting the ball back. 12-12, 76 were up 10-4, and within a blink of an eye, it's now a tie ball game. 7:44 left in this first quarter. Willie Green and the New Orleans Pelicans looks like that they're going to be making some substitutions. I could be wrong, but from the way that the camera angle looks, it does. Pelicans on a 6-0 run. Trey Murphy III back in there for the Pelicans. And here's Zion taking it to the cup. Two defenders on him. Back outside to Herb Jones. And the layup is too strong. Embiid clobbers the rebound. And he'll be taking it up as the point center. Embiid taking it to the cup against Valanciunas, and he's fouled. He would have tried to have that three-point opportunity, but Valanciunas will be charged with the shooting foul. And Embiid went up with a Euro step, and all he had to do was just take it into the lane, and he just didn't get enough oomph on it. He was actually a little bit off balance. But had he have been balanced a little bit more, he probably would have made that. Embiid averaging 33 points per game, which is now second in the NBA, and he makes the first free throw, and that's up and in. He was leading the league in points per game for a while, but Luka Doncic and Nikola Jokic have been really, really hot as of lately. Here's Embiid again with the second foul shot. That's up, and that's good. Embiid is shooting 85% from the charity stripe, and the Sixers are up by a deuce. McCollum with the jump shot on the left elbow, and he's fouled by P.J. Tucker. It ended up being airballed, and Tucker will be called for his first personal foul. In case you're just joining us, I'm Jason Joseph. This is Play-by-Play with JJ. We cover 76ers basketball, we cover Patriots football, and we'll cover the Phillies once the springtime starts. And we also will be doing NFL playoffs as well. So McCollum hits the first foul shot. McCollum shooting about 84% from the charity stripe. Here's Jackson Hayes as he comes in for Zion Williamson. Hayes, well known for his defense, was drafted a couple of years ago, and it's on the Pelicans now. 14-13, and McCollum does not get the friendly bounce on the second foul shot as it hit the front of the rim, and Embiid grabbed another rebound. So the Sixers are up by 1, 14-13, 7 minutes left in exchange in the first quarter. Embiid trips up, and the ball will get deflected and intercepted by C.J. McCollum. Here's Hayes on a fast break, and he slams it down. Embiid with the second turnover on the day had a bad pass to DeAnthony Melton, and it was just stolen away by C.J. McCollum as if he was a cornerback for a football team. Harden back to Melton. Melton, what's he going to do? He's going to pass it out to P.J. Tucker. 6 seconds on the shot clock. Tucker back inside to Embiid. Won't go. And a foul will be called as going up for the rebound was Herb Jones. But Jones is going to be called for the loose ball foul. It's actually on Jackson Hayes, not Herb Jones. So Embiid's going to go back to the foul line to shoot 2 more free throws. Both teams have committed 2 personal fouls so far. Embiid did have a triple-double in his last time out against the Oklahoma City Thunder. That was on Saturday. They played a back-to-back against the Pelicans on Friday night and against the Oklahoma City Thunder on Saturday night. Embiid knocks down the first foul shot, and that's up and in. And we're back tied at 15 apiece. And here comes Tyrese Maxey coming out right off the bench. And so many people in the stands are clapping and cheering for him, welcoming him back onto the court. Maxey missed a lot of time with the foot injury that he had. And he played in his last game against Oklahoma City and against the New Orleans Pelicans, and then he was off on Saturday against the Thunder. Embiid knocks down the second foul shot, and the Sixers go up by 1. McCollum on the other end being guarded by Harden, passing it back outside to Herb Jones, who will just take it to the cup on the near corner, and it's up and in. So it's now 17 to, what is it? They're going to call that a turnover. They're going to say that he stepped out of bounds. Oh, wow. Huh. So the shot gets called off, and it's now 16-15. Sixers up by 1. 6 minutes left in the first quarter as we're halfway through. Harden being guarded by CJ McCollum on the near wing, and they'll put it up, and a block will be on Jonas Valanciunas, and the ball goes out of bounds. And with 6 minutes left, 10 seconds are on the shot clock. Jonas Valanciunas getting another block as this season he has 17 total blocks. Embiid gets the ball back off of the inbound pass, and he'll be fouled, and he'll go back to the charity stripe to shoot 2 more free throws. Another foul committed by Jonas Valanciunas, and with 5:58 left to go in the first quarter, Embiid's going to be going to the line for his 5th and 6th free throws of the quarter, if it is a shooting foul. And the ball is going to be inbounded from the near sideline. So there won't be a shooting foul. They're just going to call it a foul on the floor. Harden bounce pass inside to Embiid. He puts it up with the reverse layup, and that's up and in. Joel Embiid making a large impact in this game so far. 18 points for the Sixers. He has at least 9. Here's McCollum passing it back out to Herb Jones. Jackson Hayes goes up with the contact inside, and he's fouled. 18-15, great defense by the Sixers. There was a little bit of contact that was made by Joel Embiid. And here's McCollum on the inbound pass for 3, and he puts it up and he puts it in. So CJ McCollum ties this game back up at 18 apiece. He's been shooting very effectively from 3 so far this season. Melton on the near corner, handing it off to Tobias Harris. Harris being double teamed in the near corner, passing it to Melton. Melton back to Maxey for a 3. It's wide right, and it's rebounded by the Pelicans again. 5:03 left to go in the first quarter. McCollum on the near wing almost thought about taking the 3-pointer, but that passed it out to Hayes. Hayes going up with the right hand, won't go. Embiid almost tipped it back up and in by himself as he was trying to grab the rebound. Here's Harden on the other end at the foul line. Now take it to the cup, and he'll make it. A nice play by James Harden. On the other end, though, the 76ers have to get back on defense as the ball gets stolen away by Tobias Harris. Oh, man, great defense by him. Harris is just going to dribble it back out. And Maxey gets the ball right at the logo. Maxey to Harris on the near corner for 3. Wide left, and another rebound goes to the Pelicans. 4:22 left to go. Both teams working very quickly here. Going to the cup and taking it that time to the rack was Najee Marshall, and he wasn't able to come up with it. Maxey to Embiid, and the throw was a little bit high as Maxey was at the left elbow. He was running down the court, and Embiid was right there, but the throw was just a little bit high, and it goes out of bounds. So the Sixers are starting off on a 3-game homestand. So they'll be taking on the Indiana Pacers on Wednesday night, and then they will be facing the Chicago Bulls, DeMar DeRozan and the Bulls, on Friday night. With the ball now is Dyson Daniels as he comes into the ball game. Daniels will hand it off to a wide open Hayes for 3, and he puts it up and in. So the Pelicans and the Sixers, well, the Pelicans have not missed from 3. The 76ers just missed their first one. Here's Maxey, and they will hand it off to Joel Embiid. The second unit is now out there for the Pelicans. Harden, 11 seconds on the shot clock. Inside, double teamed, puts up a jump shot, and it's up and in. James Harden has been working on that mid-range jumper, and he's been doing a much better job at shooting the basketball from the mid-range. And that was a really nice shot. And the Sixers go back up by 1. 3:16 left to go. Handoff pass, and McCollum will hand it off that time to Marshall. Marshall with 4 seconds on the shot clock. James Harden gets the steal, and Joel Embiid ends up coming up with it as Harden tipped it out. Harden goes up with the foul, and he will be most likely going to the line to shoot 2 free throws as Najee Marshall was guilty of the foul right there. So Harden playing really great defense, almost came up with the steal. I should have said that he deflected the ball, and Joel ended up getting the basketball. But Embiid playing really great defense as well, and Harden will go to the foul line to shoot 2 free throws. The first one goes up, and that's good. A big crowd here in Philadelphia tonight. 23-21, Sixers up by 2. Not a whole lot of fans are happy with how the Eagles played yesterday, as they're still trying to find a way to get that 1 seed, and now they have to take on the New York Giants, and they have to beat them. And hopefully Jalen Hurts comes back for them. 23-21, 76ers, though. And the foul shot goes up by Harden, and it's up, and it's good. And the Sixers go back up by 3. Less than 3 minutes left in quarter number 1. McCollum being guarded by Matisse Thybulle, who just came into the game, along with George Niang for the Sixers. Williamson back in. Hands it off to Marshall. 8 seconds on the shot clock. Marshall taking it to the cup, got the ball loose, and Valanciunas comes up with it, puts it up, and that's no good for the first time. The second time he tries to tip it back in, that won't go, and the third time it does. 24-23, 2.5 minutes left to go in quarter number 1. Sixers are up by 1. Embiid inside, going up against Valanciunas. He did a lot of twists and turns and finally decides to pass it to Maxey, and Maxey, who was on the near corner, ended up stepping out of bounds. And there's another turnover by the Philadelphia 76ers. And just like that, another timeout's going to be called, and the 76ers will be right back. Oof. Did you guys just hear that? Did you guys just hear that neck crack? Yeah, that was a neck crack. I think that my neck has become a little bit more tense, and it actually makes a little bit of sense to me as to why that would be. Well, they have a DraftKings promo. I didn't even see the timeout. Alrighty. Well, so far, so good in this game. I probably should be pulling up the live stats as well. I am not doing that. But yeah, if you're new to my channel, first of all, this is play-by-play with JJ. Welcome on in. I hope that you guys are doing well, and I hope that you're having a great night. I know it's Monday. Monday is not necessarily the most fun day, but you know what? We got 76ers here, and the 76ers are fun, especially when they're winning. So, hopefully they come out victorious and I almost said triumphant, but I guess you could say triumphant. I guess that's technically the term too that you could use. All right, let me get a sip of water. Make sure you comment down below if you want to engage in any type of conversation. Feel free to do so. What's something that you guys have been stressing about with the 76ers team? Let me know down below. It's a little bit spooky over here. Alrighty. I don't want to go live just yet. Sometimes it's a little bit weird because I end up falling behind on the stream here. And if I go live, I'm going to jump. I'm going to jump a little bit. And that's not necessarily a good thing. Okay. All right, 24-23. Sixers up by 1. I'm Jason Joseph. And with 2:22 left to go in quarter number 1, it's really just been all about Joel Embiid, who has been sensational in this game so far. 13 points for him. He had a triple-double in his last game against the Thunder, and then posted up 37 points before that against the Pelicans. Anthony Melton has been playing very solid defense as of lately. And he is he got nominated actually for the defensive player of the game on NBC Sports Philadelphia, which means that he would be nominated on our channel too. Alrighty. So Melton over there on the bench now for the Sixers, as they will be coming back into action. Montrezl Harrell right next to him. And the Pelicans will be getting the ball here. Marshall's going to inbound it from the near baseline, and now McCollum will get past half court. He's being guarded by Matisse Thybulle. Here's Hayes handing it back off to Williamson. 10 seconds on the shot clock now. McCollum has to hurry up here. McCollum back outside, and the ball gets stolen away by Joel. Embiid almost got the ball turned over as it was bobbled up a little bit, but Embiid ended up getting the ball back. Less than 2 minutes left here in quarter number 1. Sixers up by 1. Embiid back out to Maxey. Maxey to Niang. They're swinging it around the timeline. Niang for 3. Yes! Shake Milton, who just came into the ball game, had the assist as the ball ended up going to the wide corner, and Niang knocked it down from downtown. Hayes taking it to the cup, back outside to Marshall, again for a near corner three. In and out it goes, and Joel grabs another board. Embiid back to Maxey, who has Jackson Hayes on him as his defender. Niang again for a three from the far wing. Yes! George Niang coming off the bench with 6 straight points for the Sixers, and that puts them up by 7. McCollum again with the basketball. He made a three a little bit earlier in this quarter, and he puts another one up, and in and out it goes. It hit the right side or the front side of the rim. It was towards his right as he tried to knock it down from the left elbow. George Niang again for 3, and he needs a little bit of a heat check there as he misses it, and the Pelicans grab another board. 44 seconds left in quarter number 1. 16 seconds on the shot clock. Williamson inside, back outside to Marshall, and Marshall bobbles it, and it goes out of bounds. Williamson has been very quiet in this first quarter. Sixers have been playing very great defense on him. But how about George Niang providing a big spark off the bench for the Sixers? 2 for 3 from downtown so far. 38 seconds to go. Maxey comes streaming in right towards the rim, and he's fouled. Oh, Tyrese Maxey falls down, and he will go to the charity stripe to shoot one more free throw. The foul is going to be called that time on Willie Hernangomez. Maxey was coming in like he was a bolt. A lightning bolt. That's the term I wanted to use. A lightning bolt. And he will go to the line, and he puts up the next foul shot, and that's up and in. And the Sixers, just like that, are up 13-2. So they were up by 7, and then the game was tied at 12 apiece, and now, they've separated themselves, and they're up by 10. 23 seconds on the game clock, 10 seconds on the shot clock. Pelicans have the basketball. 6 seconds now on the shot clock, and the ball goes back outside to Hernangomez. Williamson almost thought about taking the 3, and he got George Niang over there, and Zion Williamson takes it to the cup with the underhanded finish, and he gets fouled. So he did not make the basket. There were about 0.7 seconds left on the shot clock, and he just got it off, and he will be going to the charity stripe to shoot 2 free throws. Now, Zion this season, he's shooting 71% from the foul line. He's made 171 free throws in 240 attempts. Also has not attempted a lot of threes this year, so that's a little bit so that's probably why he didn't take the 3, because he has only attempted 19 and he's made 7. First foul shot goes up, and that is good. So Thibault will head over to the bench, and with 11 and a half seconds left, the Sixers will be getting the ball here. Williamson averaging 26 points per game, and he knocks down the second foul shot, and the Sixers are up by 8. Here's Embiid. Passing it to Maxey. Maxey gets past half court. 6 seconds on the shot clock. Maxey being guarded by Hayes on the far wing. Takes it inside. Goes up with the floater. It's up and no good. Marshall grabs a rebound, and he puts up a prayer. And that's no good. And that'll do it here in the first quarter. 76ers up 33-25. An unbelievable start. Tyrese Maxey providing a big spark, as well as George Niang and Joel Embiid playing great basketball with 16 points in this game so far. We'll be right back. Ooh, very nice. Very, very nice. This energy, man. Got to keep up with the energy. Got to keep up with the tempo. Hopefully I'm providing that. If I'm talking too fast, let me know. But yes, hope you're all doing well. Tomorrow I have to go to work at 9. I just remembered that. I work from 9 to 5 tomorrow. So, but I got to do a couple of things here. Also have to eat dinner. I haven't eaten dinner yet. But I will do that. What else is going on with you guys? What's going on in the NBA world? Let's double check that. I just saw that the NFL schedule was released. We could talk a little bit about that. Actually, we probably should. So, okay. Yeah, actually, let's talk about that. So we cover Patriots football. We cover 76ers basketball on here. Those are like the two main sports that we're covering right now. So obviously the Patriots are playing on Sunday and the Sixers play on Sunday. So with the way that it goes is obviously Patriots football, they only play once a week. And it's a really, really big deal. Not saying that the 76ers game isn't a big deal because, of course, that's a big deal too. Every single game counts. But for the Patriots, this is their last regular season game. So we will be covering them. They play at 1 o'clock as of right now on Sunday. And they will be facing the Buffalo Bills. So the Patriots will be fighting to secure the 8th seed. And the Sixers play at 3 o'clock in the afternoon, so we're not going to be able to cover it unless for some reason the game gets pushed back. How I was going to do it is if the Patriots game was playing at 8 o'clock, I would have done it. I would have done both. But obviously, we can't duplicate ourselves. We can't be doing that. So we will just be doing Patriots on Sunday, but we'll still be doing Sixers on Wednesday and on Friday. But we will be missing Sunday's game. And it's funny because they actually played the Detroit Pistons twice. So they go to Detroit on Sunday, then they come back home on Tuesday to face Detroit. So just thought that was interesting. Excuse me. Sorry about that. If you're new to my channel, make sure you like, make sure you subscribe if you like listening to me talk and do some play-by-play for 76ers basketball. Appreciate all the love and the support you guys are giving me. We're at 21 subscribers now the last time I checked, which is really cool. I'm really excited. I'm really happy about that. Milton goes up with the reverse layup as the ball, as we just got started. Oh, man, the stream just flashed up really quickly, just like that. I apologize. Williamson back outside to Valanciunas, who puts up a three-pointer. It's up and in. Actually, Zion Williamson ended up getting the hockey assist right there as Devontae Graham comes right in. He was drafted by the Charlotte Hornets, and Devontae Graham gets the assist. And the Sixers are up 33-28. Maxey back to Harrell. Harrell with a floater over Valanciunas. No good. Maxey almost was able to get the rebound, but Valanciunas gobbled it up. Williamson again coming down Broadway. He's going to take it to the cup off of Harrell, and he's fouled. Montrezl Harrell didn't think he made any sort of contact with him, and Zion Williamson will be going to the charity stripe to shoot 2 more free throws. Harrell had a pretty good game in his last time out with the 76ers. He was a spark off of that bench, and he got 5 offensive rebounds out of his 6 that he got, and he was just really making the 76ers get a lot of second chance opportunities, and that's what you like to see, especially out of a backup center. And the Sixers, they've been having a lot of issues with that over the years. So hopefully Harrell can provide more games like that as Tyrese Maxey comes out. We'll get you the name on who just subbed for him in just a few moments. It'll be PJ Tucker, actually. Williamson did not make the first foul shot and puts the second one up, and that's no good. 33-28. Harden back into the ball game as well for the Sixers. Harrell hands it off to Harden for a step back 3. Hits the front of the rim, and Valanciunas grabs a rebound. On the other end, though, Murphy puts up a three-pointer himself right in Montrezl Harrell's face, and it's good. Trey Murphy hitting another big 3. The Pelicans are shooting 67% from downtown. Graham gets called for a foul, and there's a foul on the floor. But how about that three-pointer that was made by Trey Murphy? The 6'8" small forward from Virginia has been shooting the ball very well this season. He leads the team in three-point percentage, and he's also a very good foul shooter as well. Shake Milton hands it off to George Niang for another 3. Yes! George Niang shooting 75% from downtown, and he is 3 for 4 from beyond the arc. Again, you just can't leave him wide open, especially when he's just feeling himself. And when he is the hot hand, he can really help the Sixers. Williamson with a step-back jumper won't go. Devontae Graham grabs a rebound, and the shot goes up, and that's no good by Trey Murphy. And it looks like that time that Zion Williamson was trying to go up with getting the foul or getting the rebound there, but Montrezl Harrell was called for the loose ball foul. And the cleanup crew on the court is just washing things up as Williamson will pass it inside. He inbounds it from the near sideline. He gives it up to Valanciunas, and Valanciunas will give it back to Williamson, who takes it down the lane. The ball gets stripped, and it's going to go out of bounds. PJ Tucker playing great defense, and Zion Williamson got the ball deflected right off of his knee. Actually, it was James Harden that got the tip-off right there. And the Sixers get the ball back. Harden at the Toyota sign. Back out to Niang. Niang, one more pass to Milton for another three. No. Another board by Trey Murphy. He has a couple in this ball game. Jose Alvarado in for the Pelicans. Gives it up to Valanciunas. Now back to Devontae Graham on the near corner. And he will just give it up to a wide open Alvarado for another three. And that won't go. George Niang grabs another board. 9:20 left to go. Harden coming in, going down the lane, and the ball gets blocked by Jonas Valanciunas. And coming up with the steal that time is Alvarado. Great defense by the Pelicans. Williamson on the near wing being guarded by Montrezl Harrell. Williamson dribbling, going up inside, taking it to the cup, and he is able to have his way. 36-33, and the Sixers are now up by 3. They went on a run themselves, but how about Zion Williamson? It just doesn't matter how many people you have on him. PJ Tucker tried to get in his way. You just can't do that. 6 points for the big man. Harden on the other end will have the ball at the top of the key. Step back three. It's up and in. And he will go to the line for one more. Oh, man, Trey Murphy got called for the foul as he hit him right on that left leg. And James Harden, who has provided so many 4-point opportunities for the Sixers, just unbelievable. He actually hit him on that left hand. And so he will go to the line to shoot one more free throw, and the Sixers are going to try to extend this lead to 7. 9 points for James Harden. He's 3 for 7 today from the field. And the foul shot goes up, and that's good. So he has now scored in double-digit figures. 40 points for the 76ers. 33 for the Pelicans. Valanciunas going up inside, and that ball's blocked by Montrezl Harrell. He swipes it away as if he was swatting a fly. James Harden on the other end. Another step-back three. It's too strong. And Graham grabs another board. Graham at the top of the perimeter. Shake Milton, his defender. 15 seconds on the shot clock. 8:13 left to go in the second quarter. Williamson now bounce pass. It was a no-look past Alvarado. Alvarado lob pass inside. Montrezl Harrell gets the interception. James Harden back to Harrell, who will take it to the cup. And will they call that an offensive foul because his feet were set? They will. So Jose Alvarado got his feet set right into the restricted area, and the 76ers turned the ball over. Alvarado did a good job of just staying right there, holding his ground, and just like that, that's the 6th turnover on the day for the Sixers, but the Pelicans do have 9. The Sixers have also scored 16 points off of the Pelicans' turnovers. Valanciunas will hand it off to Graham. And Graham bounce pass inside to Valanciunas, who will put up a jump shot that goes up from the far corner, and that's up and in. Valanciunas hitting a 3 and hitting a mid-range jump shot. Doesn't really do a whole lot of those, but he has 8 points on the day and 2 rebounds. Harden on the other end, passing it back to Niang for his 4th three. Yes! Another big three-pointer by George Niang. He has 12 points on the day, and timeout is called again by the Pelicans. The Sixers up 43-35, and they'll be right back in just a few moments at the Wells Fargo Center. Timeout called. All right. So that, you know what that means. We got to take a sip of water. So I've been working a little bit more on trying to get the I'm trying to get the thumbnails a little bit better. Try to make it a little bit more professional. So let me know if you guys like the thumbnail. I'd like to know what your thoughts are. I would really appreciate that feedback. I think it's like really important to just talk to your subscribers and the people that are on here a lot, just to like build that sort of a connection. I hope that I do that. I know that obviously when I call the game, it can be a little bit of just like me taking over, but that's what I'm here to do. I'm here to get reps, but I still would like to interact with you guys too, because that means a lot to me. Care about my fans, care about the JJ supporters out there. All right. I kind of like the organization of this paper here. I know that I just used 2 pieces of paper, but I think that this might work. The one thing that is really interesting about coming up with spotting boards, that's what they call them, is that it's kind of like an art project. And yeah, like you get to create like your own board and you get to create like your own preferences, but it's like you're giving a PowerPoint presentation, type of a thing, where you put down the players' names, you put down their heights, you put down their weights, and important type of stuff. You can put down stats. I don't like to put down stats on my spotting charts because I like to keep these sheets a little bit separate because I think that this is more organized here. But on my spotting boards, I didn't have time to do one today, but I like to have a bio for each of the players, and then I like to rely on the stat sheet for just their stats. Like when I am looking up some stuff, on the spotting chart, I want to use that for my storylines and for like important stuff that you don't necessarily see on the stat sheet, if that makes sense. So the Sixers are, the Pelicans are out of their timeout, and the Sixers will be back in there at the Wells Fargo Center. George Niang, 12 points for him, 4 for 5 from downtown, which is a season high in his career for a first half. So he has been shooting the lights out, and the Sixers up by 8, 43-35. The Pelicans have the basketball. Here's Valanciunas backing down. Montrezl Harrell passing it back outside, and the ball ends up finding McCollum for 3. It got blocked, and Valanciunas has to go up with that shot, and that won't go. I don't know who necessarily tipped that shot out there for the Sixers. Could have been Harden. Harden with a bounce pass inside the Montrezl Harrell. He hits the deck. The whistles remain silent, and the ball ends up going out of bounds. It was last touched by the Pelicans. Harden helps him up on the near baseline as Harrell hit the deck pretty hard. No-look pass by James Harden. He's just been getting so good at those types of things. He's become more of a facilitator, and that's exactly what the 76ers need. But he has been scoring the rock as well. That's something that Doc mentioned to him right before the season started, that they needed him to be a facilitator and a point guard. Well, yeah, and a scorer. McCollum back to Valanciunas. Almost thought about shooting the 3. 8 seconds on the shot clock. Inside comes a shot, and it's blocked by Joel Embiid. Oh, man. James Harden going up on the other end. It's up and in, and he's fouled. How about Joel Embiid on the other end getting a big block off of a play? That was it was a shot that was taken up, it looked like, by Marshall. It was actually by Jones, excuse me. And James Harden on the other end going up with the contact by Hayes, and he will go back to the line for one more foul shot. Almost halfway done here in this second quarter. Sixers up 45-35. They won their last game against the Oklahoma City Thunder, and they're winning now by a score of 46-35, and they're up by 11 as Harden knocks down the foul shot. Alvarado's been quiet in this quarter, and he can't put an end to the 76ers run as he tried to go up with a floater there. Embiid on the far wing. Double team coming. Here's George Niang for another 3. That time it's short, and a long rebound is going to go to George Niang as he ends up getting the ball right towards the other side. And Harden now gets the ball. He gets past half court. Took a very weird bounce. Harden, 5 seconds on the shot clock on the near wing with the mid-range jump shot. Won't go. And another rebound that goes to the Pelicans. Handoff. That time to McCollum. McCollum back outside to Alvarado for a wide open three, and McCollum is going to get called for a travel. Not so happy with the call. He's having some words with the refs. And 5:41 left to go. Let's see if McCollum took 3 steps here. It looked like DeAnthony Melton made some contact with him and he was fouled, but the Sixers have it go their way. Tobias Harris floater, that's no good. DeAnthony Melton tried to tip it back in, and Valanciunas ends up grabbing a rebound on his miss. And James Harden, his defender, takes it to the top of the key, and we'll give it up to Valanciunas, who's on the low block being guarded by Embiid. Jump shot goes up by Embiid, and a great defensive play as Tobias Harris grabs another board. Harris at the foul line. Back out to Embiid at the top of the perimeter for 3. Yes! Another big 3 by Joel Embiid. He's 2 for 2 from downtown. And the Sixers cannot miss from beyond the arc. They're on a 16-4 run within the last 5.5 minutes. McCollum with a step-back jump shot. Too strong. Another rebound goes to the Pelicans. And a foul will be called on Joel Embiid that time. Going up with the rebound was Herb Jones, and he will be going back to the line to shoot 2 more free throws if it is indeed a shooting foul. Herb Jones did a nice job of just trying to go in between George Niang and James Harden to just come in for that rebound, and they will call it a foul on the floor. So it's now 4:45 left to go in quarter number 2, and Jones will inbound it from the near side line. Alvarado at the top of the key, handing it off. And putting it back up is Hernan Gomez, that is, and he puts it up and in as he takes it right over to the cup. Sixers up by a dozen. 4:30 left to go in the first half. Tobias Harris has been quiet in the second quarter, puts up an elbow jump shot, won't go. Looking at the refs saying that he was fouled, but the whistles again remain silent. McCollum back to Alvarado again for another 3. That's short. And Alvarado is now 0 for 4 from downtown. Harris on the other end will just pass it out to James Harden, who's been lights out in this quarter. 4 minutes left to go in the second quarter. Harden being guarded by Hernan Gomez. He wants to dance on him, and he's going to take it to the rack himself, and he'll go to the line for another foul shot. 51-37, making it look so easy, dishing and dancing and distributing and going right to the rim. That is James Harden in this quarter. The foul is going to be called on Herb Jones. That's his second foul on the day. And Harden, the beard man, at the charity stripe to try to convert on a 3-point opportunity, and he does. And the Sixers go up by 15. The crowd is loving it at the Wells Fargo Center. 16 points for Harden, 10 in just the second quarter alone. Williamson being guarded by Harden. And Harden will be called for the blocking foul as Williamson tried to pass it out to Herb Jones on the near corner. And Harden looked like his feet were set. I guess maybe not. But when you look at the replay, you could see that there was maybe just a little second of a delay as Harden was not able to set his feet up. And now a timeout's called by Doc Rivers, 52-37, and with 3:41 left to go in the first half, the Sixers will be back in action in just a few moments. Nice. Whew. All right, how many people? So we got 2 people on Facebook. Okay, we got 1 person on Twitch. That's cool. Very nice. Very, very nice. I hope you guys are doing well. Yeah. What other scores do we have going on in the NBA? If you're new to my channel, first of all, make sure you like. Make sure you subscribe to my channel too. I'm on YouTube. I'm on Facebook Live. I'm on Twitter Live, and I'm on Twitch as well. I truly do appreciate all the love and the support you guys have given me. We're at 21 subscribers now on YouTube the last time I checked, which is really, really cool. I'm very happy about that. We've been going for about 2 weeks. Really, the channel started about a month ago, but that was just because I was just using that to upload my highlights and stuff that I called in college. But then I wanted to say to myself, well, let's just take this a step further. Because if you're not going to be doing any sort of freelance for play-by-play, excuse me, you might as well come on here. Might as well just do it here. Grow your channel, produce content, call as many games as possible, interact with your listeners, and be more open and try to be more of a one-man show. And I've been very pleased about it so far. Still a lot of growing to do and still a lot of maturing as well. I mean, maybe, I don't know if maturing is the right term. Maturing is in, getting a feel for things, but that really just comes with experience. I think that's what I meant to say. And yeah, that's what we do. So I feel very, very happy about that. (52-37), 3 minutes and 41 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Harden thought that he would have Sixers ball go their way, as there was not a charging call on Zion Williamson. So Harden now has 3 personal fouls on him, and most likely he will be benched until the start of the second half. Having some words with Montrezl Harrell, as Harrell looks to be a little bit animated. There we go. Man, I'm mixing up my terms. I guess it's just because of the pace. When you're talking so fast and the pace is so fast, you have to learn how to slow the pace down. Williamson at the charity stripe puts up the first foul shot, and that's good. Williamson missed a lot of free throws in the last time that the 76ers faced them, which was last week, and he knocks down the tray from the foul line as well. Maxey will get the basketball, gets it past half court, gets a screen set by George Niang. 3:30 left to go. Maxey, being guarded by Williamson, takes it to the cup himself, does not get the friendly bounce. George Niang ends up grabbing a rebound. Embiid back to Maxey for a near corner 3. Won't go. It's short. And another board goes to Hernan Gomez. Williamson being guarded by Harris and has his way as he puts it up with the right hand and leads right into him on that left shoulder. It was on the far side of the basket, and it's now 52-41. Maxey handling the ball as Harden takes a seat. D'Anthony Melton back in there as well, and Matisse Thybulle, and Tobias Harris, I should say. Embiid going up with the contact, and he will get called for a traveling violation, as now with 2:52 left to go in the second quarter. Let's see, 1, 2. That was not a travel. That was not a travel. I will say that. I don't necessarily do that type of a thing, but that was not a travel. Here's Williamson taking it to the cup inside, and he goes up against the trees and finds his way to come through. 52-43, finishing it with the right hand. A 6-0 run by the Pelicans. Maxey lets it fly. Won't go. Williamson grabs another rebound. It was short. Williamson inside against Embiid, and Embiid playing great defense as Tobias Harris grabs a rebound. Harris to Embiid on the left elbow. Back outside to Maxey. Maxey will take it to the cup himself, and he finishes with the contact, and he'll make another big 2-point shot. 54-43, 2:03 left to go in the second quarter. No foul was called. McCollum at the 76ers logo. Gets a screen set by Hernan Gomez. Goes around the screen on the left elbow for a jump shot, and that's up and in. And that cuts the lead to single digits. An 8-2 run delivered by the Pelicans. Can the Sixers try to stop this run here and go up at the half by at least double digits? Embiid with a foul line jump shot, up and in. Man, that stream paused again. 56-45, 124 left to go. 18 points for Joel. Williamson back on 3 defenders, and they're going to call a blocking foul on George Niang as Tobias Harris, D'Anthony Melton, and George Niang were all there on that left side of the baseline. And Williamson got fouled, by George Niang. How about Tyrese Maxey, though, on the other end? It's just unbelievable with what he can do, finishing with contact right at the rim, going up with the floater. He is just so good at that. He's arguably one of the best finishers in the NBA. Williamson will go back to the line again, and he shoots the first foul shot, and that's up and in. 79 seconds to go in this first half. 13 points, 3 boards, and 2 dishes for Zion. And the second foul shot goes up, and that's in. He's made all of his foul shots, and the Sixers get the ball back, 56-47. 1:10 left to go in the second quarter. Melton bounce pass to Maxey. Maxey inside to Tobias Harris, and Harris will be fouled by Hernan Gomez. Harris didn't even know. As soon as he came up with the basketball, he was like, what do I do? He was a little bit shocked that the ball was even going to go towards his way, but he will be going to the line as the Sixers are in the bonus. There's 63 seconds left on the game clock in the second quarter. So Harris will be going to the charity stripe, shooting about 88% this season. Only 2 points for him in this first half. And he misses the foul shot as it goes in and out. Did not get the friendly bounce. Montrezl Harrell will come into the game. Most likely he's coming in for Joel Embiid. And he does. Harris, again, taking 3 dribbles at the foul line, puts it up, and the stroke is up. Or the stroke is good, and the shot goes down. 57-47. 1 minute left to go in this first half. Williamson taking it to the cup again, and just nobody can stop him. You can try to put so many bodies on him, and he will just do everything that he possibly can. 16 points, a dozen in this second quarter. Melton on the other end will get the ball, and will try to milk the clock down a little bit. He puts up a 3, lets it fly. It's too strong. And another rebound goes to Trey Murphy III. Williamson, back to Murphy. McCollum for another 3, and he gets it to go. 57-52 off of the assist by Willie Hernan Gomez. 25 seconds left, 20 on the shot clock. So 5 seconds separating the shot clock from the game clock. Sixers up by 5. They were up by as many as 14 points. Maxey gets the ball stolen away off of the interception by Herbert Jones, and the shot goes up, and that's no good. The ball ends up going out of bounds with 8.1 seconds left, and the Sixers will be getting the ball back. Five seconds to go on the game clock. Melton for a 3, and a foul will be called. It'll be an offensive foul on the 76ers, so the Pelicans will be getting the ball back. Apologize because of the camera delay. Didn't necessarily see the 76ers go down the court, but the camera just cut right as Tyrese Maxey was getting right past the half-court sign. So Melton gets called for the offensive foul as he provided the kick to his defender, and you're not supposed to do that anymore. Herb Jones will inbound it, give it to McCollum. 2 seconds on the shot clock. McCollum inside the 3-point arc, and that's up and no good, but a foul will be called on George Niang, so they will add a little bit of time back onto the clock. It seems like that the 76ers are up by more than just 5 points. It just seems like that they've been dominating this quarter. But it's 57-52, and now the refs are going to go back to the replay booth as George Niang is confused as to how he committed that foul, and he is just going to go to the bench and go into the locker room very frustrated. But the foul will be called on him, and I guess that they will just wave it off. And they will. 57-52, and the Sixers go into halftime up by 5. So the foul was waved off, as they say that it was right after the time expired. And the Sixers will be right back in just a few moments. So I'm going to take a very quick step off. I'm going to put the thumbnail graphic up, and I will be back at 8:20 p.m. Eastern time. I will post that in the comments here. And Yeah, I can't wait to see you guys soon. All righty. Okay. All right. We're back. We're back. We're back. We're back. What's going on, guys? Hope you're all doing well. This is oh, is my mic okay? Okay. Yeah. I think my mic was okay. 76ers. They're up 57-52 at the half. And in case you're just joining me, my name is Jason Harrison Joseph. Make sure you like, make sure you subscribe. If you love listening to me, if you love listening to me babble, if you love listening to me talk, make sure that you like this video. And we talk about 76ers. We do play-by-play of 76ers basketball. We do also play-by-play of Patriots football. Oh, man. I'm stuck on the Pelicans tonight, man. They've been making it a game, even though it really does feel like that the Sixers are up by so many points. It's, like, ridiculous. But Pelicans are hanging in there, and they've been playing pretty well. If we look at some of the team stats, let's actually do that right now. So the Sixers, they had 24 points in the second quarter, while the Pelicans had 27. It was really that first quarter where the Sixers came out with a bang. They were up 10-4 at one point. Then they were up by 12 with less than a minute left in the first quarter, and they ended up winning the quarter by 8. So they were up 33-25 at the end of the first. And then, well, the Pelicans, they continued to just try to shoot their way back into the ball game, and it's been working out for them. They've been also grabbing more rebounds as well. They grabbed more rebounds in the second quarter than they did in the first. And, well, the Sixers, they've been shooting very well from downtown, 44%, but the Pelicans have shot 50%. They've made 7 out of 14 threes. The Sixers have made 8 out of 18, which, one more three-pointer, but percentage-wise, they're shooting better, the Pelicans, that is. And at the foul line, Embiid has really been getting a lot of the fouls, and the team is shooting 92% from the free throw line. The 76ers have 20 rebounds, while the Pelicans have 24, so they're getting out-rebounded, but only by 4. The only thing that they've been struggling with a little bit is just the fouls. They've committed 13 fouls in that first half, and that slowed the game down a little bit more. But that's just what happens, So the second half is just about ready to get underway. Joel Embiid had a pretty good first half, along with James Harden, as the both of them combined to score 34 points. 18 points for Embiid, 16 by James Harden, 7 rebounds also for the big man, 1 steal and 1 block, and James Harden only having 2 assists in this game so far. It actually feels like he's had more. 1 block, 1 steal, and 1 rebound as well. But coming off the bench, can't forget to mention George Niang, who is 4 for 6 from beyond the arc. 3 rebounds, 1 assist, and he did commit a foul too. I almost forgot about that. But for the Pelicans, Zion Williamson has 18 points and McCollum has 12. Valanciunas does have 8, and he's shooting 50% from the field. He's also made 2 threes, both of his threes. That was McCollum 3 for 5 from downtown, and other than that, not really a whole lot of action. Jones has 2 steals and 1 assist and 4 points in the starting lineup for them. And Murphy hit a 3-pointer early on in the game, and he hasn't scored since then. So the Sixers go back out there in action as the third quarter is just about ready to get underway. PJ Tucker, Joel Embiid, and James Harden all come into the ball game, and Jonas Valanciunas as well. Harris takes it to the cup and puts it up with the right hand, and it's up and in. 59-52. Sixers up by 7. McCollum will pass it to Zion Williamson, who's having a really good game so far. Puts it up with a baby hook, and that's up and good. Williamson has been very aggressive tonight, going to the basket, as he has 18 points, and he has made 6 out of his 8 field goals. Came from Duke, spent 1 year there, and he had a terrific season under the coaching staff with Coach K. Embiid takes a foul line jump shot. That won't go. On the other end, though, a three-pointer goes up by Jones, and that won't go either from the far wing. And the ball goes out of bounds. It was last touched by the Pelicans, and the Sixers get the ball back. So the matchup between, there's only so much that you can do guarding Zion Williamson. He is pretty unstoppable, but PJ Tucker has been on him all night, and that's just because the Sixers haven't had a whole lot on him. Embiid will take it to the rack, and he does not answer back with the two. Another rebound by the Pelicans. On the other end, though, a big three-pointer that goes up, and it goes in and out by Trey Murphy, who's now 1 for 4 from three. Harris will hand it off to Joel. We're just about a little bit less than 2 minutes underway. 10:20 left to go in the third quarter to be exact. Sixers up 59-54. Harden with the assist as PJ Tucker knocks down a three from the near corner. And it's 62-54. Tucker has been very quiet in this game, only averaging about 5.5 points per game, that is. Williamson will hand it off to Jones. Jones gives it back to Trey Murphy again for three. That's no good. Valanciunas grabs a rebound, but he's going to be called for the loose ball foul, and the Sixers will get the ball back on the turnover by Valanciunas and the Pelicans. That was a good shot selection by Murphy. He just wasn't able to cash in. He's been really struggling from three tonight, and as I mentioned earlier, he's leading the team in three-point percentage. Embiid getting the screen, going around and doing a 360 and laying it up and in on the near baseline. 64-54. Sixers are winning by 10. 20 points for the process. McCollum is being double teamed, and he gives it up to Williamson, who's on the near wing. And now he's going to take PJ Tucker downtown and decides to give it up to Jones for three on the near corner, on the far corner that was, and Tucker grabs his miss. Harden on the other end. He's dancing at the 76ers logo. Now he's back at the top of the key. We'll hand it off to Joel. 6 seconds on the shot clock. Embiid for three on the near wing. He misses it. He was 2 for 2 before that shot, and now he's 2 for 3 from beyond the arc. McCollum over Tobias Harris, and we'll pass it to Williamson, who goes up with a left elbow jump shot, and that is just good. It looked like it was a hook shot that was that just went up and in. 20 points for him, 7 for 9. He is from the field. Harden again with the basketball. We'll bounce pass it to Joel Embiid, and he puts up a mid-range jump shot, and that's up and in. Embiid with 22 points. Another assist by James Harden. He hasn't had too many in this game. 8:08 left to go in the third quarter. Williamson bounce pass inside to Jones, and he goes up with a reverse layup, and it's good. Great assist by Zion Williamson, and Jones made it look so easy making that reverse layup. And here's Embiid going up and going in to the paint and making another big shot as he laid it up and in off the backboard. McCollum going up with a floater. That's up and good, and there was a little bit of contact. McCollum thought he got fouled, and the Sixers are only up by 8 now. Harden on the far wing. 7.5 minutes to go. Step back three-pointer. Too strong. McCollum grabs the long board. And he will hand it off to Williamson. Williamson, there's a mismatch as he takes it up and he takes it inside. A reverse layup. He was thinking that maybe he could dunk it as he was in midair, but decided that he was going to go with the reverse layup. 22 points for Zion. He's been unstoppable, and that's what the Pelicans have been doing tonight. They're trying to establish his game towards the basket. The three-point shots have not been falling, though, in this quarter for them. Embiid goes up with a hook shot himself, and that won't go. McCollum inside to Williamson, and he has his way once again. Zion Williamson coming up huge as he is like, man, I'm unstoppable. I'm Iron Man. And it's 68-64. Sixers up by 4, and a timeout's called by Doc Rivers. And they'll be right back. And I'll be right back too in like just a minute. One sec. All right, I'm back. There we go. Okay, I just had to adjust my headphones really quickly. All right, I think it's now time for our top five. All right, we're going to be doing our top five right now. So what we do with the top five, in case you guys are new here, is we talk about I pick a category and I ask you guys to tell me what your top five favorite things are. It could be about whatever I decide to ask. It could be your favorite book. It could be your top five favorite books. It could be your top five favorite movies. It could be your top five anything. Top five restaurants to go. And today, I think that it would be good to ask. I just lost it. Oh yeah, okay. What are your top five favorite things to eat? Top five favorite things to eat. There we go. I know it depends on. I know sometimes it just depends on moods and whatever. So maybe we could say, what are the top five best things that you've eaten? And I know that that's also tough, but I think we're just gonna go with that. Top five best foods that you've eaten. Top five best foods for me. I want to keep it like, recipe wise, with my family. I'm sure I could also mention my bar mitzvahs. The cake I had at my bar mitzvah was really, really good. I've had some really great food when I go out to eat, but I'm just gonna keep it. I'm gonna keep it home style here. Okay. So my top five would have to be my cousin makes this really great mac and cheese. He does that for his the Hanukkah parties that used to be over at his brother's house, and he makes awesome mac and cheese and also really awesome salmon. My mom makes really, really good macaroni salad. I love her recipe for that. I love my dad's chicken wings. They're really good. There's a lot of other things too that I'm missing that I'm sure that I'll think of, and I will do that once we go back to another break. But those are three that I just thought of right now. Actually, four because I said salmon too. Okay, so that's four. Harden with the basketball. Pelicans on a 6-0 run. Sixers up by 4, 68-64, that is. Joel Embiid inside, goes up with the one-handed hook shot, and it's short. It actually didn't even hit the rim. McCollum hoping to put the Pelicans, cut the deficit to 1. That is 6 minutes and 13 seconds left to go. Melton being guarding him. Floater that goes up to Williamson. It was actually supposed to be an alley-oop pass, and Williamson got fouled on the play. There were 4.5 seconds left on the shot clock, and PJ Tucker got committed for the foul. Tucker was he put his left elbow right on top of Williamson's belly as Williamson was leaping up into the air to try to go down with the alley-oop, and that's the 4th foul by PJ Tucker. It's been very frustrating for him, trying to guard Zion Williamson, who's been unbelievable. And he will take him on once again. Williamson inside, going with the left hand, and he just makes it once again. A hand in his face, it doesn't matter. 8-0 run by the Pelicans. Embiid handing it off to Harden at the logo. Harden bounce pass inside to Embiid, and he throws it down. Joel Embiid throwing the sledgehammer down for the Sixers, and that puts them up by 2 possessions. 70-66, 26 points for Joel. Williamson on the other end, being double-teamed into the near corner, and now Harden's on him, and he'll just bounce pass it to McCollum. 5 seconds on the shot clock. McCollum kisses it off the backboard, and it's up and in. 70-68, DeAnthony Melton. It's back to Embiid. Almost took a three-pointer, but decided not to fire the trigger. Harden, back to Embiid, at the foul line extended. Double team comes, and it's up, and it dances out of the rim twice. And another rebound by Jonas Valanciunas. He's on double-double watch. Williamson at the top of the key. Harden, his defender. Williamson, as Embiid goes up in his way, and Embiid gets the charge, and the 76ers will get the ball back as Zion Williamson is called for the offensive foul. Great job by Joel Embiid putting himself up large in that position. When you're going up against a big body like that, you really have to be strong and keep your feet set, and that's exactly what he did. 70-68. Sixers are up by 2. 12 turnovers for the Pelicans and 9 for the Sixers. Harden at the foul line now takes it back out to the top of the key, being guarded by Hernan Gomez. Here comes the double team, bounce pass inside to B.J. Tucker on the low block, and he gives it up to D'Anthony Melton, who fires up a big three-pointer. It's up, and it won't go. Hernan Gomez grabs another board. Williamson again. 4:13 left to go. It was a good shot delivered, or a nice shot set up by D'Anthony Melton. McCollum on the other end will put it up, and that's a little bit wide to the left, and Embiid will grab another rebound. 4 minutes to go. Embiid with the pass to Harden, and Harden takes it up for 3. That won't go. Williamson, though, with the long rebound and the lob pass inside to Trey Murphy. Oh, man, Zion Williamson acting like he's a quarterback like Patrick Mahomes or something, just finding a wide open Murphy who just cuts it right to the rim, and the Sixers are now tied at 70 apiece. Embiid on the other end gets the ball on the left elbow jumper, and it's up and in, and it'll go to the line for one more. 72-70 is the score. And the Sixers up by 2. Joel Embiid gets fouled, and he will be going to the charity stripe to shoot his 31st point. Another nice play by Joel Embiid where he was, he's just, sometimes he's just unstoppable, and there's just things that that are just like unstoppable about him. It's pretty incredible. Sometimes he acts like he's a point guard, but he's a center. 29 points, 11 in this quarter alone. Devontae Graham for 3, too strong. Embiid with the rebound. 3:25 left in the third quarter. Melton from downtown. It's up and in. And the Sixers tie the game back up. Or they actually go ahead 76-70. The scoreboard had to fix itself for just a second. They almost gave it to the Pelicans, but that was 76ers basketball. Williamson finds a wide open three-point shot that goes up, and it's out by Najee Marshall. But a long offensive rebound by Devontae Graham. Graham to Williamson, passing it out to Hernan Gomez, who will put it up and in with the right hand. And the Sixers now have their lead diminished to 4. Embiid back out to Melton. Melton inside, going up with the right hand, finishing with going up with the contact, and a foul will be called. It'll be a late foul called on Jonas Valanciunas, and 2 minutes and 33 seconds left. Timeout is called by Doc Rivers, and the Sixers will take a timeout, and they'll be back in just a few moments. So hello everybody. Hope you're all doing well. Hope you're all having yourselves a fantastic day. So if you're new to my channel, first of all, make sure you like, make sure you subscribe, hit the notification bell icon too, so that way you know when I upload or when I live stream. To blow my nose for a second. I apologize about that. All right, let me take this off real quick. But yeah, if you're new to my channel, make sure you like, make sure you subscribe. Hit the bell icon too, so that way you know when I upload. And we cover, what do we cover? We cover Sixers basketball, Patriots football, and also Phillies baseball too. And we will be covering the NFL playoffs as well. And once the season is done, we will be doing a little bit of hockey. So looking forward to that. So far, we've been doing this for about 2 weeks or so. We're at 21 subscribers. I appreciate all you guys for all the love and the support. It means a whole lot to me. And we're just going to continue to do this. So But yes, okay. So if you just joined in, so today's top five, and I'm going to post it in the comment section, is top five favorite recipes or home family recipes that you guys have had, and that are your favorites. So I said that my cousin makes really good salmon, and he also makes really good mac and cheese. Um, and then my mom's macaroni salad's in my top five, and my dad's chicken wings are in my top five too. And then it gets tough because I love my mom's peanut butter pie. That's really good. I love a lot of things that I can't even think of. The egg salad that she makes is also really good, but I don't know if that can go in my top five. I don't know. My dad makes really good chicken marsala, and that could go in the top five, especially because we're having it tonight. Oh yeah, the potato latkes. Potato latkes. Yeah, there we go. That's number five. Matzo ball soup, also a really good one. So, yeah, I'm very lucky. I have very great parents, and they're amazing cooks. So Sixers basketball back in action. 11 points for Joel Embiid in this quarter. Zion Williamson has 10 in this quarter alone. Shake Milton will be back out there for the Sixers. And who else? Who else was coming out there? I can't even see it right now. D'Anthony Melton's going to the charity stripe to shoot 2 free throws. But Dyson Daniels comes into the game. There we go. That's who it is. First foul shot is up, and that's in. And Melton will take a second foul shot in just a few seconds. 7 points, 2 rebounds, and 2 assists by D'Anthony Melton. The second foul shot goes up, and that's in. The Sixers are up by 6. Jackson Hayes in the ball game for the Pelicans. Hayes this season has been struggling a little bit shooting-wise. He's 2 for 15 from beyond the arc. And a foul shot or a shot goes up, and it's taken right to the cup, or it's taken right to the rim, that is, and it's Marshall, and he'll be fouled, and he will be going to the line for one more foul shot. So the Sixers were up by a lot of points. They were up by 15 at one point, and now they're only up by 3, and it could be 2 after this foul shot if Marshall connects on the three-point play. Melton goes back over to the bench as he's called for the foul. Marshall goes up with the foul shot, and it's good. Sixers shooting 93% from the line, and the Pelicans are shooting 73%. They're 8 for 11. Tobias Harris hands it off to George Niang, who will then give it back out to Maxey. Maxey gets a screen from Embiid, and now he's on the left wing, and he puts it up on the near side, and it's no good with the one-handed shot. Rebound goes to Hernan Gomez. Here's Marshall again, taking it all the way to the rack. Won't go. Hernan Gomez goes up with it that time, and he'll go to the line for one more as Joel Embiid fouls him, and the Pelicans are looking to tie the game up at 78 apiece. Embiid certainly made some contact down low. Hernan Gomez tried to put it up off of the window, and he was able to do so. Made it look so easy, too, because Embiid couldn't get the rebound, and there was some contact as Embiid hit his left or his right hand, that was, and Hernan Gomez goes to the line and connects on the three-point opportunity. And we have a tie ball game. 8 offensive rebounds for the Pelicans. Sixers only have 4. So lots of second chance opportunities. Maxey to Embiid. Foul line jump shot is up and in. And the Sixers get a little bit of breathing room here with 90 seconds left in the third quarter. Williamson back out to Marshall to take the lead. Yes. The Pelicans are up by 1. Marshall knocks it down from the near corner. And the Pelicans are on a 9-2 run in just this last minute. Sixers need to get some stops here. Embiid almost thought about taking the foul line jump shot, then gets fouled by Hernan Gomez as he goes to the rim, and Hernan Gomez will be called for his second foul. Great pass by Zion Williamson on the other end. right before this possession to find a wide open Marshall who's been struggling a little bit from shooting the ball from three. But the Sixers have been leading the whole way, and now they're down by one. Embiid goes to the line to shoot 2 free throws, and the first one is up and in. A couple more substitutions coming in for the Pelicans as Jonas Valanciunas comes into the game, and he'll be subbing in for Willie Hernangomez. Valanciunas spent some time with the Toronto Raptors, and now he's on the Pelicans. He was traded to the Memphis Grizzlies a couple years ago. And Embiid hits the second foul shot, and the Sixers go back up by one. So they're on the seesaw here. Let's see if they can continue to just keep their foot on the gas pedal. Graham with a three-point shot from the near wing. It's wide to the right, and it's rebounded by Tobias Harris. 48 seconds left. 20 seconds separating the shot clock, or 28 seconds separating the shot clock from the game clock. Embiid directing traffic, goes up with a foul line jumper. It's short, hits the front of the rim, and it's rebounded by Valanciunas. Zion Williamson comes steaming right in. 13 seconds now separating the shot clock from the game clock. Valanciunas for three, hits the front of the rim, and a long rebound goes to Niang. Maxey on the other end with lightning speed, and he goes up with it, and he's fouled. Tyrese Maxey will go to the charity stripe to put the 76ers up by 4. An unbelievable play. Tyrese Maxey looks like he could just outrun anybody, and it just looks like he's Rocky out there, just practicing to the rim. 24 seconds to go. There's about 0.1 second separating the shot clock from the game clock now. Embiid steps out, goes to the bench, and Montrezl Harrell comes in for him. 7 points for number 0. And the foul shot goes up, and it goes in and out. So the Sixers are up by 3. The Pelicans are going to hold for one more possession here, and it'll be Marshall at the top of the perimeter being guarded by Matisse Thybulle. Thybulle and him staring each other down at the 76ers logo. 6 seconds on the shot clock. Graham for 3. It's up, and it goes in and out. A long rebound by Marshall, who puts it up, and it'll count, and that's no good. He tried to kiss it off the window, and he wasn't able to do so with the jump shot. But the Sixers go into the fourth quarter up by 3 points. Can they hang on and extend their winning streak to 2 games? We'll see as the fourth quarter will be taking place in just a few moments when we come back. Oof. All righty. Hello, guys. Hello. Hope you're all doing well. I think I'm starting to lose a little bit of my energy, which is not such a good thing. So I apologize about that. But if you're new to my channel, make sure you like, make sure you subscribe, hit the bell icon too, so that way you know when I upload. Yeah. Hope you all had a great day. I know it's Monday. And Mondays aren't necessarily the best days for a lot of people, but you guys are here, and I hope you guys are enjoying yourselves, and I hope you guys are having a good time. Sixers are playing pretty well. I mean, they did give up the lead, but they're hanging on, and they definitely have to continue to make their shots in the fourth quarter. That's what it's going to come down to. They also have to play really good defense on Zion, so they're giving the ball to him a lot, and it's kind of giving Joel Embiid like a taste of his own medicine, if you will. Excuse me. Embiid in the game, though, has 33 points, while Zion has 26. So they've been matching each other pretty much. McCollum has 16, and Harden has 16 as well. I don't think he made any buckets in that third quarter. He went pretty quiet. Tobias Harris, 5 points. D'Anthony Melton has 8. George Niang has still has a dozen, that is. And the Sixers are trying to hang on here. All right, give me 1 second before we come back. All right. All right, so we're just about ready to come back. Schuylkill. Is that how you spell Schuylkill? I didn't know that. Schuyllkill. Huh. Never knew that for all these years. All right, so the Sixers are down by 3. The Pelicans, since they won the tip-off, will get the ball first. Here's Devontae Graham. Their Sixers are 16-1 when they lead after the third quarter. Valanciunas puts up a shot. It was an off-balance shot, and it went up and in. So the fourth unit out there for the Sixers, the second unit, that is. My apologies. Shake Milton gets a screen from Harrell. Harrell back outside to Niang. Niang to James Harden for a wide-open 3. That's up and in. James Harden hitting the three-point tray from the top of the key. It's actually a little bit more towards the far wing side, but nonetheless, it puts the Sixers up by 4. Harden with 19 points in this game. Harrell gets back down by Valanciunas, and they'll call an offensive foul on Jonas Valanciunas as Montrezl Harrell had his feet set, and Harrell will get the Sixers the ball back. Nice play by Montrezl Harrell, who, he did stand his ground, and when you have a body like that coming on you, you got to be able to watch out, and you got to be able to hold your ground. Harden, again, for another 3 on the near wing, won't go. Devontae Graham grabs another board. Valanciunas tries to go up with it, and the shot gets blocked by Montrezl Harrell. Harden on the other end, going inside, taking it to the rack, and he will have his way as he finishes it with the left hand, takes it right down the lane. 89-83. McCollum alley-oop pass to Valanciunas. Valanciunas almost lost his balance, and there was nobody on him, and he went up with the right hand and just tapped it up and in. Maxey on the other end for the Sixers has 7 points in this game. Gets a screen from George Niang. Maxey taking it to the rack himself, and it's denied by Jackson Hayes. Devontae Graham 2-on-1 on the other end. The shot almost got blocked by Montrezl Harrell as Marshall was right there, and Marshall gets the bucket. So we're about 2 minutes underway, 9:50 left to go. Sixers up by a deuce. Harden bats in the yank for his 5th 3. In and out it goes. Jonas Valanciunas grabs another rebound. And Marshall will go up with that shot, and that's up and no good. That was actually Devontae Graham that time. So 89-87, 9:38 left to go in the fourth quarter. I'm Jason Joseph. Thank you all so much for tuning in. This is Play-by-Play with JJ. How about a stop right there by Jackson Hayes, who just tried to one-hand it as soon as Maxey was going right up to the rim. Sixers up by 2. They were up by a lot of points early on in this ball game. And here's Devontae Graham going to the foul line, puts up the first foul shot, and that's good. So now that makes it a 1-point lead for the Sixers. This season, Devontae Graham is shooting 32 for 40 from the charity stripe, which is good for 80%. He's also 35% from 3, but he's fourth on the team in three-pointers made. Matisse Thybulle coming in for defensive purposes, and Shake Milton takes a seat right on the bench. And it's Harden, Thybulle, Niang, Harrell, and Maxey. And the next shot goes up, and that's good. We're tied up at 89. All 6-0 run by the Pelicans. Sixers are trying to go ahead. Harrell will pass it out to Maxey, who's wide open from the near corner for 3, and that's good. Tyrese Maxey helping the Sixers go up by 3, 92-89. 9:15 left to go in regulation. McCollum gets Maxey on him, being guarded at the logo. A nice steal by Montrezl Harrell as the pass was supposed to go to Willie Hernan Gomez. Harden inside, back to Harrell. Harrell goes up with it, and Hayes will get the block, and the Sixers get the ball back. What great defense by Jackson Hayes. That's his second block in just a minute. Montrezl Harrell getting the assist off of the Tyrese Maxey three-pointer, and everybody loving what Tyrese Maxey's been bringing to the table for the 76ers. Maxey will inbound it from the near baseline. He gives it up to Harden. Harden is on the near corner, and he's being double-teamed. Marshall on him. 10 seconds to go on the shot clock. Less than 9 minutes to go in the fourth quarter. Harden dancing on him. Harden goes up with the bump fake, and he goes up with the shot, and he's fouled. James Harden will go back to the line to shoot 2 more free throws and hopefully try to give the 76ers a 5-point lead. Harden has been pretty good in this fourth quarter. He went really quiet in that third quarter, but made a lot of noise in quarter number 2. So he will be shooting another pair of free throws here for the Sixers, and the first one is up, and it goes in and out. If the 76ers opponent misses 2 free throws at the foul line, well, 76ers fans get free 3 Chick-fil-A McNuggets. Again, that's a tongue twister. Oh, man. And Harden misses the second free throw as well. Not a huge it's not something that he necessarily does a whole lot. And Marshall goes up with the shot. It's blocked by George Niang, and he gets the ball back, and he puts it up and in. Oh, man, great defense by George Niang, who almost was able to get the 76ers the ball back. Unlucky bounce. Harden, nice bounce pass inside to find Montrezl Harrell, and he throws it down. Sixers up 94-91. 8 minutes and 13 seconds left. Embiid still on the bench for the Sixers, and no Tobias Harris yet either. Here's Jose Alvarado, not the closer that was for the Phillies. This is the basketball player, and he goes up with that shot, and that's no good. Harden grabs a rebound. Harden at the top of the key, 10 seconds on the shot clock. He goes back out towards the logo. He's telling Montrezl Harrell to come up, and now there's 7 seconds to go. Behind the bat pass to Niang. Niang back to Maxey. 4 seconds to go on the clock, and he finishes it with the left hand on the far corner. Tyrese Maxey again coming up large, and the ball gets deflected as Marshall tried to go up inside, and the Sixers get the ball back. Great defense by James Harden to knock that one off of Marshall's knee, and the Sixers, I believe, will be getting the ball back. It didn't look like there was a foul called on the play. It's actually going to be Pelicans ball. They're going to reverse the call here. Let's see what happened. Yep, the ball was last touched by James Harden. It did not go off of Marshall's knee. Instead, Harden touched it last. The inbound pass to Marshall is up and in. And Harden now is still directing the traffic here as the Sixers, well, they're trying to extend their lead. Niang for 3 on the far corner. Yes! George Niang fires it from downtown and helps the Sixers go up by 6. McCollum again. That's too strong. Harden grabs another rebound. Sixers working up pretty fast here. Harden with the nice pass to Montrezl Harrell, and a foul will be called on Jose Alvarado. Harrell does get fouled on the play. Alvarado having some words with him. Harrell is just a little bit shaken up there, and now he's shaking it off, saying that was no big deal. And now Harrell and Harden are talking things over as Alvarado be going over to the bench. I believe that there's a timeout called on the floor, and there is, and the Sixers will be right back in just a few moments. Still plenty of basketball left to go. This game is intense, man. This game is intense. It's intense. But I hope you're all doing well. If you're new to my channel, if you like this content, if you love listening to me do play-by-play and provide a lot of energy, well, make sure you like, make sure you subscribe, hit the bell icon too. We cover 76ers basketball, Patriots football, Phillies baseball. We will also be doing the playoffs for the NFL until the Patriots get out of the until they're knocked out, whether they don't even go to the playoffs next week or whatever. Once their season's done, we will be continuing all the way till Super Bowl. We'll be covering one game per week. So that'll be fun to see what happens in the landscape of the NFL. The schedule was actually just released today on the games that are going to be played on Sunday and what the times are. And I got to tell you, the last game of the season, or the last game, the Packers Lions, that was the right one. I kind of wanted the Patriots to play a little bit later, but I guess like when you really think about it, I kind of understand why they're going to play earlier. It's just that if the Bills like lose tonight, then the Bills have something to play for, like they have to try to get that number 1 seed and chase Kansas City. But and the Patriots are still trying to defend their 7th seed. But whatever, we got some really good football, and it's really exciting. Cheers to that. So if you're new to my channel, I already said that. All right, well, the Sixers are back in action now. They're up 99-93. Sorry about that. Less than 7 minutes to go. 6:54 left to be exact. Sixers are going to be back on Wednesday at the Wells Fargo Center taking on the Indiana Pacers. And then after that game, they will be back on Friday against the Chicago Bulls and will be taking on DeMar DeRozan and the rest of the Bulls squad. And then on Sunday, they will face the Detroit Pistons in game 1 of a 2-set series. They will be in Detroit on Sunday. That game will be at 3 o'clock. And the second game in that series will be at 7 o'clock. And they'll be back at the Wells Fargo Center on Tuesday of next week. Harden is going to go to the line to shoot a technical foul free throw, and that's up and in. So CJ McCollum gets called for the tech. And it's now 100-93. Sixers hit the century mark first. And now Montrezl Harrell will be going to the line as he was fouled on the play by Marshall. So Harrell goes up with the first free throw. It's up, and that's good. Harrell has been having some pretty good numbers from the foul line this season compared to other years prior to this one. Shooting about 70%, and he's been grabbing a lot of rebounds. He has 3 points in this game so far. He's 1 for 4 from the field. And the second foul shot that he puts up is no good. It hit the front of the rim twice. James Harden actually almost got the ball deflected off of the rebound by Hayes, but instead it went to the Pelicans. Sixers are up by 8. Alvarado will hand it off to McCollum. McCollum on the far wing, being double-teamed, and Matisse Thybulle gets away from Jackson Hayes, and George Niang has to step up on defense, and he fouls Jackson Hayes as he was towards the left side of that baseline. And Niang will be called for his third foul. Niang made 4 threes in the first half, which is the most he's ever made in a half, and he's made 1 3 since, but he is 15 points on the day for the 76ers bench. And that is actually made a big difference because if it wasn't for his production, the Sixers would be down. Hayes will go to the charity stripe, and the first foul shot is up and in. Hayes this season is shooting 70% from the foul line. He's 19 for 27. Defensively, coming into today, he only had 6 blocks, but he has 2 on the night so far, and a couple of steals as well. Came into the league known as a defensive specialist. And Hayes will not be able to knock the second one down as the rebound goes to the Sixers. Embiid double-teamed, passing it out of the double team to Thybulle. Back to Niang for another 3. Does not get the friendly bounce. Niang tried to hit it from the near wing. McCollum on the other end. He's handling the ball. It goes back out to the logo, being guarded by Thybulle. Thybulle playing great defense. McCollum has to pass it, and he finally does so. It was a little bounce pass to Hayes. Puts up a mid-range jump shot. Too strong. Maxey with the rebound. A big rebound, and the Sixers are going to take their time here. Harden on the near wing, inside, dancing against his defender. No goaltending was called. Thibault ended up getting the rebound anyways, and he put it up and in. And Harden was too busy complaining to the refs, and he wasn't even following up with the play after that. But great awareness by Matisse Thibault to just understand the situation and continue to battle as the play was going on. 103-94. Hayes on the near wing. We'll give it up to McCollum. McCollum back inside to Hayes, and they're passing it around the timeline. Alvarado back inside, and Hayes puts up a floater, and that's up and in. 103-96. It was a baby hook that was delivered by Hayes right in the lane area, about 5 feet from the basket. Harden has the ball. 5:08 left to go. Harden back out to Thibault for a near corner three. No. Another rebound goes to Marshall. Hayes thought about taking the three-pointer there. McCollum decides to pass it as well. McCollum ended up getting fouled on the reach-in foul by Joel Embiid. Zion is now back in the ball game for the Pelicans. Forgot to mention that. And he is hoping to try to get the Pelicans back into this ball game. The Sixers coming into today are 21-14. They're 14-5 at home. They've won when they were on their last home stretch, which was for about 7 games. It was actually for 7 games. They won all 7 of their games at home. Pelicans, meanwhile, they're 23-13. They're actually 7-9 on the road. Inbound pass goes to Marshall, who will take it to the cup himself, and he can't finish it. Harden will get the ball. Embiid grabs the rebound. Embiid being double-teamed at the top of the perimeter, and he gives it back out to Harden. 4 minutes and 30 seconds to go in regulation. Harden with 7 seconds to go on the shot clock. Gives it up to Embiid, and he will go all the way downtown with the underhanded finish, and he just rolls around on the baseline out of bounds, saying that I just made that, and that is what big men do. And he will go to the line for one more, just rolling and dancing, and he's just, looking at Paul Reed, who helps him up right there, and Reed is like, what are you doing? That is a really cool celebration, just twisting and turning on the floor. And Embiid knocks down the foul shot as well, and that puts the Sixers up by double digits. 36 points for Joel tonight, 10 rebounds. Give him another double-double. He's averaging 33 points per game this season, so he's over that. McCollum will get fouled by DeAnthony Melton, as McCollum was on the near wing, and Melton put a hand right over on his left arm. And with 4:10 left in the fourth quarter, the Pelicans will inbound it on the near sideline. McCollum has been pretty quiet in this quarter, but he does have 21 points. Off of the inbound, the ball gets stolen away by Melton. Melton to Harris, back to Maxey for 3. No, Embiid with the offensive rebound. He puts it up. That won't go either. Valanciunas grabs another rebound on the other end. Hayes had a wide open lane, but decided to pass it to McCollum for a wide open 3. And luckily it panned out for him. But Hayes, man, he had a wide open shot. And McCollum, I guess he wanted to just pass it out to McCollum to take a wide open 3. But, the Pelicans do cash in, and the Sixers have to try to answer back. Embiid with the foul line jump shot, it's good. That's almost a lock every time he takes that shot. Hayes on the other end, going up with the contact by Embiid, and he's fouled. 3:26 left to go. Joel is taking a little bit of a breather on the deck as he hits the floor pretty hard, and 3 Sixers players surround him and try to pick him up. And he looks to be hobbling a little bit, and he does not actually look okay. He's going to go over to the sideline, and he looks to be wobbling. It's with that left knee. And the Sixers will take a timeout. That does not look so good. Oh gosh. Oh man. That's just what everybody needs. Everybody That would suck if he has to be out for some time now. That did not look good. It looked like, from the way that it was, he hit the deck, and it was that left knee that he was just touching, and it looked to be hobbling just a little bit. And I don't know if he's going to be okay or not. Obviously, when we come back from break, hopefully we get more information about that. But if you're new to my channel, first of all, welcome on in to Play by Play with JJ. I'm Jason Joseph. I appreciate all your love and your support. If you're new to my channel, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. We have, how many listeners do we have now? We have 2 people on Facebook, 2 people on YouTube, and 1 on Twitch. I appreciate you guys. You guys are the best. I love you all. You're my support team. You're my rock. So, yeah. Let's see what other NBA scores we have going on. Feel free to comment down below about the game here in the comment section. I'll be sure to, post your comment on here and give you guys a shout out for doing so. If you want to get a shout out, post a comment, because that's what I do. All right. All right, so we're back. So we're not even going to go over scores right now. 108-99. Sixers are up by 9. And, well, they have about 3 minutes left in the ball game. And if Embiid, I don't know what is going to happen to him right now. Can't see him just yet, but of course I'll get you a word on it as soon as I see him and as soon as I see what's going on. But right now it looks like he's hurt. And with about 3 minutes and 23 seconds left, can the Sixers hold the fort down? That's the big question. Okay. Let's see. Let's look at it again. So when you look at the replay here, it's the landing on that right foot. He was going up. He was right behind Jackson Hayes, who was going up for a layup towards the right side of the baseline. And Embiid was shaken up on the play, and he looks to be okay. He is out there for the Sixers. He is on the court, and he looks to be fine, which hopefully is a good sign. 108-100 as Hayes knocks down the first free throw. He is grabbing at that left hip, but don't know if that's where the injury was. Looked like it was that left foot. Hayes will put up the second foul shot, and that goes up, and that's good. The Sixers have to hold the fort down. 108-101. 3:18 left to go in the fourth quarter. Harden, bounce pass to Embiid. Here comes the double team as McCollum and Marshall are on him, and Embiid will put up a shot, and that's up and in. Joel Embiid inside the three-point arc towards the top of the perimeter puts the Sixers up by 9, and Embiid has 40 points, a 40-burger on the day for Joel. McCollum will give it up to Valanciunas. Valanciunas handoff pass that time to Herb, and there's a three-point shot that goes up by Marshall on the near wing. It's up and in. Nobody on him. 110-104, 2 minutes and 35 seconds left. Sixers are going to have to try to milk the clock down as much as possible as time is. They have to put time on their side here. Embiid, bounce pass to James Harden at the top of the key. 6 seconds on the shot clock. Harden, ISO, three-pointer. No good. And Valanciunas grabs a rebound. McCollum on the other end with a step-back three. Lets it fly? Yes. Oh, man, that's a big shot hit by the New Orleans Pelicans, and CJ McCollum knocks that one from downtown. 110-107. Sixers are only up by 3. An 8-2 run by the Pelicans in the last 90 seconds of this ball game. Melton back to Harris, who's been quiet all day. Harris to Harden. Harden to Maxey. 5 seconds on the shot clock. Maxey goes up inside. Won't go. Long rebound out to Melton for 3. Yes! Oh, yes, baby! 113-107. Sixers coming up really large in the fourth quarter. McCollum back out at the logo. Being guarded by Melton. McCollum inside, and the slam goes down that time by Herb Jones. And it's now 113 to 109. 118 left to go. Still plenty of time. Harden gets the ball at the Wells Fargo Center sign towards the right side of the wing. He will give it back to Embiid. 6 seconds on the shot clock. Harden for another three. It's good. 116 to 109. Sixers up by 7. They've been hitting big-time shots to answer back from C.J. McCollum's threes that he's made. McCollum with a floater. Can't get that one to fall. D'Anthony Melton grabs the rebound. Harden on the other end. 49 seconds on the shot clock. Or 49 seconds on the game clock. That is 16 on the shot clock. And the fans are giving him a standing ovation. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Harden to Embiid. And he puts up a shot. That one goes up, and he's fouled. 6 seconds to go. 36 seconds on the game clock. 6 seconds are on the shot clock. And just like that, Embiid is going to be going to the line to shoot more free throws as the Pelicans are over the foul limit. 116-109. Joel Embiid with another 40-point game. He's been terrific in this game, but also got to give a lot of credit to D'Anthony Melton for making a big-time three and James Harden as well. Embiid's foul shot is up, and that's good. 117-109. And Jonas Valanciunas has just fouled out of this ball game. 12 points for him. He did not get his double-double, I believe. Have to check the stat sheet in just a couple of seconds. And Embiid's second shot goes up, and that's in. 118-109. Timeout called by Willie Green. An 8-2 run by the Sixers within the last 64 seconds. And they'll be right back in just a few moments. Whew. Take a breather, Jason. Take a breather. Take a breather. Hope you guys are doing well. This is quite a game. It's so funny because basketball is really just a game of runs. Excuse me. You could be starting off so well. There have been plenty of times now over the past 3 years where you just see that you can have a 25-point lead in the second quarter or even in the third quarter, and yet it can just get blown away within the blink of an eye. And it really has changed the game. It's not just the three-pointers. It's about, Steph Curry making all these shots and taking them from half-court range. And that is what's changing the game. It's the amount of threes that everybody's taking and everybody's making. That's the other thing, too. Sixers are up by 9, 118-109, that is. 36 seconds to go. Timeout was called by Willie Green and the New Orleans Pelicans. And the Pelicans have to make a three here to even try to stay in this ball game. It's going to be really tough for them to come back. But we've seen some very crazy things. So the Pelicans get to advance the ball. Sixers have to play defense. Zion Williamson's going to inbound it here. And he gives it up to C.J. McCollum. McCollum inside. The ball gets turned over as Harden comes up with a steal. And he's fouled. Great defense by James Harden. It looked like it was a sloppy play drawn up as the Pelicans just could not execute, and the Sixers will go to the line to shoot more free throws. The Beard Man himself going to the charity stripe, looking to try to add on to this lead and help the Sixers go up by double digits. Harden did miss a pair of free throws in the third quarter, and he puts the first one up this time, and that's up and in. Harden is shooting 90% from the foul line. Maxey into the game for D'Anthony Melton. 119-109, 29 seconds left in the fourth quarter. There are 5 seconds separating the shot clock from the game clock, if that does mean anything. And the Sixers, as Harden makes that free throw, are now up by 11. McCollum, no timeouts called. McCollum will take it to the cup himself. Can't get the finish. And there was a follow-up play, but a foul was called on Embiid as Marshall tried to just tip it up and in. And McCollum will be going to the line to shoot a pair of free throws now. So Harden had 1 assist at halftime, and now he has 8. So he has had 7 assists in just the second half, and also has 26 points on the night too. McCollum, the guy who grew up in New Jersey, went to high school in New Jersey, that is, and he makes the first free throw. He spent a lot of time with the Portland Trail Blazers. He's the president of the NBA Players Association. Makes the first foul shot, and the second one goes up, and it gets the friendly bounce. 120 to 111. Pelicans most likely will foul here. Still plenty of time, 24 seconds to go. And Embiid gets it to Harden. Harden to Maxey. Sixers trying to play keep away here, and they will do so. So they decide not to foul, and the Sixers are going to dribble this one out as they win in dramatic fashion. 120 to 111. James Harden spinning the basketball as many times as he possibly can, going around the globe. And with 5, and that's going to do it here at the Wells Fargo Center. Sixers come out on top, 120 to 111. Tyrese Maxey had a great day for the Sixers as Maxey was able to come up big in the fourth quarter. 12 points for him, 2 assists as well. And George Niang off the bench, 15 points. He had a dozen in the first half, making all 4 of his threes. He was actually 4 for 5 from 3. That is, I have to count that he did miss 1. But Embiid, 42 points. Harden had 27. He shot over 50% from the field. He was unbelievable today. 8 assists, 2 steals, 1 block for him, and only 1 turnover. That's the big thing. He only had 1 turnover in this game. Embiid, 42 and 11, so he got himself another double-double. Zion Williamson on the other end, 26 points for him, 7 assists, and 6 rebounds. And CJ McCollum had himself another great day. He was 5 for 8 from downtown with 26 points, 6 assists, and 2 boards as well. If we take a look at some of the team stats as the Sixers win, 120 to 111, well, they did get out-rebounded 49 to 35, but one of the main reasons why they were able to win this ball game was because of not just the amount of assists that they were getting, but the amount of but the three-point percentage that they shot from beyond the arc. They shot 43%, and the Pelicans were shooting over 50% at halftime from downtown, but then they fell back to earth, and they shot 38% total in this game, and they shot less than 25% in the second half. So the Sixers did a lot of great things, and they turned the ball over a lot of times, the Pelicans as well. The Sixers had 7 less turnovers. So the Sixers come out victorious, and they will come back on Wednesday at the Wells Fargo Center and take on the Indiana Pacers. And that game will be at 7 o'clock p.m. Eastern Time here on Play by Play with JJ. I hope to see you guys there. Thank you all so much for listening, and I will catch you all on the next one.